This is a Big Facts Network exclusive.
Okay, we live in the crib, Vibin With Veto. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment on the YouTube at Vibin With Veto. Also follow us on the Instagram at Vibin With Veto. You already know the slogan, we vibrating higher and always chasing purpose over popularity. Today I have somebody special in the seat with me, man. I appreciate you for coming, bro. Real talk. Like, this major for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right, what's up?
Nah, bro. I gotta shake your hand.
Come on, bro.
Pulling up. Yeah, for sure, man. But Zay, first off, it's an honor to have you. You're a pioneer, you know what I'm saying, of the music that's going on in Atlanta. You set the stage and the bar high, you know what I'm saying, for people to follow. So I really do appreciate you shaping the culture. And now you're stepping into something different with like the Orchestra concert at the Tabernacle later on this year. So how's your mind frame going into it, like leading up to it?
Man, to be honest with you, I'm still a church musician.
Right.
So getting up playing the piano with other musicians, and that's like, I'm almost conditioned to do that. I've been doing that since I was so young. So me doing it with the orchestra, it's almost the same mind frame. It's like, we finna go jam on stage in front of a whole bunch of people.
Right.
And have some, special guests come out. But my mind frame is really having fun, man, enjoying the moment.
Right.
For sure with that.
Nah, facts. Was that something brought to you, or was that something like an idea that you always had to kind of like, embark on that journey too as well? Like add this to your journey rather.
I think it was just something just adding to the name, to the brand of who I am, what I do. So I performed with Gucci in this orchestra show. I forgot exactly what date it was. And it was like, then a couple people were like, man, why don't you do an orchestra show? And I'm like, you know what? I might as well.
Right.
I'm one of the few producers that probably, still really play instruments, whatever. So I feel like it's an opportunity to say, let me do this show to add to, the Zaytoven brand and legacy.
Yeah, facts. Man, I got $1 million question for you, man. Everybody that comes on my show, I have the honor to ask them. Now I have the honor to ask Zaytoven. How big would you dream if you knew you couldn't fail?
Oh, man. So I'm going to be transparent and honest with you. I'm not that much of a dreamer. I'm not a big dreamer. I'm a person that I'm a consistent, stable, work hard type person.
Right.
But a lot of times people that just, people just dream like, bro, I want to be this, or I want to be this and that.
Right.
But people don't put in the work to be that. They're just dreaming to be something that's, that's outlandish. I always been that guy that's like trying to accomplish goals, building something brick by brick.
Yeah.
So I don't even know what I would dream for. Like I'm living right now I'm living beyond my dream.
Right.
Like I'm making music for a living. I have a beautiful family, and I'm able to take care of my family and do what I love to do and make them a part of what I do. So I mean, I don't think I can't dream nothing bigger than that.
Yeah, facts. Nah, that's beautiful, bro. Yeah. So like take us back on the journey, because I know you said again, like you're living in what you already saw. But like take us back to Zaytoven growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like what were some things aside from music that you were kind of like into?
I was, I'm a boy, so. And my dad was in the military, so I was moving around, my whole life. But I was doing stuff naturally what boys would do. I remember when I was in the country, when we was in Mississippi, I'd chase chickens around, I'd do stuff like that.
Right.
I remember at one point I wanted to skateboard. I was trying to learn how to skateboard. Of course, I was into sports. I always played basketball, football.
Facts.
Wrestle out in the yard. I'm just, just doing regular boy stuff.
Facts.
I get in high school. Of course, I want to, I'm doing sports. I'm crazy about basketball. Music was something I naturally always did because my dad's a preacher in the church and my mom's a choir director in the church. So I'm at church all the time. So I was naturally drawn to play some music because I'm in church all day. I need something to do.
Facts.
So but everything else, I started cutting hair. I got into being a
Right,
barber.
right, right.
So just regular, men, boy type stuff, like just whatever.
Yeah, nah, that's dope. That's dope. Damn, yeah, because I remember that. Like one of my partners was like, man, Zaytoven, he cut hair. I was like, bro, that's fire. Like, because at first I was like, I didn't know that.
Yep.
I was like, Zaytoven cut hair. I was like, he need to shape me up and shit. Imagine getting shaped up by Zaytoven. Yeah. That's fire. You know what I'm saying?
So crazy. So many people come to me and be like, bro, you don't know you used to cut my hair.
Damn.
Like my buddy Big Bang Black. Like I used to cut his son's hair. Back in the day, he used to bring his son, getting haircuts from me at the shop.
That's crazy. Yeah, I was just telling you about we doing the juice fast. That's what I was talking about. But nah, for sure. Damn, so you used to cut his son's hair.
Yep.
That's hard.
Come to the mall, to the barbershop, come get a haircut.
Facts. Have you ever met like an artist, right, that you were cutting their hair and they were like, man, bro, I make music, and they were actually good, and you were like, bro, you know what? Shit, let's try to build.
A lot of artists, like that's how I first kind of got started. I was new to Atlanta when I was cutting hair. Mm-hmm. So that was my segue to bring somebody to the studio.
Dope.
We get to talking about music. Oh, I got a studio at the house in the
Dope.
basement. Oh, I rap. Oh, you come on over.
Yeah.
And that's how I started formulating the people that was around me. That's how I started making music with them. And, and even that helped shape the sound of my music.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So when people talk about trap music, your name is always at the front. But you came from a church, like from playing keys on the piano and stuff like that, but from a whole different world. Like, so how do you like bring those two worlds together to bring to create the Zaytoven sound?
I really feel like they meet really right in the middle. Like the music that I'm playing is soulful. It has a certain type of feel to it.
Right.
And that comes from me playing music at church. That comes from the type of gospel music I listen to. That comes from, just being in that atmosphere of church.
Mm-hmm.
The trap side of it comes from, I like rap music. I like hip hop music. I like
Let's go.
hard hitting beats. I like stuff that sound rough and rugged.
Right.
So it's really meshing those worlds together. And what's so crazy is like the hard music, the hard street sounding music, I love that. But I think my skill of playing won't allow me to make just dark street sounding music. I'm trying to. I just can't. Maybe because my music, ability is it just goes somewhere else. And I think that's kind of how my sound just came about.
Right.
It's like me trying to do that, but really can't do it. So it come off soulful and jazzy.
Right.
But I still got the drums and everything hitting hard. And it's like, okay, that's the sound right
there. Yeah,
and you take guys like, that live a certain lifestyle that can rap and put words together. You put them on them type of beat, authentic people. Then you got that, okay, that's that sound.
Yeah, facts. Now let's stay right there. You've been a soundtrack to Gucci Mane, Migos, Future, basically the blueprint for like the whole Atlanta run, right? Do you remember the exact moment when you realized, this sound gonna change the game?
With OJ the Juice Man and Gucci Mane made the trap say, hey.
Let's go.
Cause I was doing I had So Icy already before that. I had a whole bunch of songs in the streets that was like popping. But when that song was being played on the radio, much as it was, and it's like the #1 song on the countdown, and this is like that's the sound, right? That's when I feel like, okay, this gonna be the sound that everybody gonna try to mimic. Everybody gonna want this sound.
Yeah.
And this was gonna take over. I felt that once it's really when Gucci did Birthday Bash that year. And Juice came out and everybody, that's all they want. They was waiting on that song.
Damn.
Like, oh, this is
so
it.
it was that one, but you had hits before that, but that was the exact moment.
That's the sound. That's the one that identified, like, that's that trap sound right there.
Right.
It was a lot of, like, you take, like, my first big song was So Icy, but that doesn't sound like the Zaytoven sound. That just sound like, I was fresh from California, making beats, I'm down here in Atlanta, and we catch a hit with So Icy. But that's not the defining sound of Zaytoven trap sound and music.
Yeah,
it was to make the trap say, "Hey."
Damn.
So when that came, it's like, okay, then you got songs like Bricks come after that.
That's what I was gonna say.
It's that same wave, it's that same sound.
Damn. So we gonna stay right there. So when that song came out, were people requesting, like, if you work with artists, like, can you give me something like this? Or that was kind of how you was coming, like, bro, I found it.
Bro, listen, I was still at my mom and dad basement in Latonia. When I say everybody you can think of was trying to get a Zaytoven beat because of that sound, I need that. Whatever that is, man, it's so many cars wrapped around the neighborhood. I'm talking about just waiting to get, like, bro, I got 2,000, bro, I got 2,500. I need that. I need a Zay beat. That's all anybody cared about. So, and I remember selling breads like I'm trapping. It's like I'm selling the beats like dope. I'm talking about people sitting waiting in their car. Like, boy, when he finished with Dude and Now, I'm in next. I'm going up next. Yeah. And I'm making the beats in, 10 minutes or whatever.
Bro, that's crazy. You was cooking up in 10 minutes?
If you watch me on YouTube, or you watch me anywhere make beats, that's just the formula I have. And I think it's because I do play music.
Right.
I can overdo it and overthink, and I start making the music sound too instrumental, too much, too musical, where it's like, okay, now it ain't hard no more.
Right.
So that's why, like, let me make this spontaneous, fast.
That's dope.
And I got that from working with Gucci, because Gucci was impatient. As soon as you start making the beat, he's like, bro, I'm ready to rap. Like, you ain't done yet?
Yeah.
So you ain't got a lot of time to just do too much.
Facts.
And that became the formula.
So he just wanted kind of like, you'll put some keys in there or whatever. He wanted it bland. He was like, whatever Zay got, I'm ready to rap right now.
I'm ready to rap right now.
Let's go.
Yep. And I learned that helped me, because it's like, being a musician, sometimes you can be like, oh no, I want to add this to it. I want to add that. And by the time you add all this stuff, then it's like, okay, it ain't hard like it was. Like, I don't like it as much as I used to. I liked it at first. So
nah, that's dope. That's dope.
That's one of the reasons I make the beats fast like that.
Yeah, nah, that's crazy, bro. So you were born in Germany?
Born in Germany.
That's crazy. So, and then raised in the Bay, but Atlanta kind of made you and stuff like that. That's wild. That's a wild combination.
Well, I wouldn't even just say raised in the Bay. It's like I went from Germany to North Carolina to Mississippi to San Diego, then to San Francisco. So all these different places shaped me. Like, they a part of who I am. That makes up the Zaytoven.
Right.
I learned music and playing keys in Mississippi. That's when I started falling in love with music. That's when people was teaching me how to play certain things and this and that. So all the habits and all the stuff I learned from then is the things I still use to this day.
That's dope. That's dope.
I learned, when I in the Bay, that's where I spent all my high school years. So that's when I started finding out who I am.
Facts.
Finding out my independence and how I want to be, and so all this stuff helped shape who I am.
Yeah, nah, that's dope. That's dope. And I was gonna say, like, that's commendable too, because you pick up intricate pieces everywhere, and then you weren't like kind of just blocked off to like, I just want to sound like this because I was raised here, like, most of my life. Nah, that's dope. That's dope. Yes, so let's talk about you and Gucci's relationship, man, because again, like, that's when I got introduced to trap music, introduced to you, Gucci, everybody, LA, everybody, you know what I'm saying? So you and Gucci, y'all like Kobe and Shaq.
Yeah.
Y'all the Kobe and Shaq of music, you know what I'm saying? One of the greatest duos in hip hop. Yeah. Take me back and take us back to that first real connection when y'all kind of like linked up, and like, what was that like? How did you know that y'all was gonna make history together?
I didn't know we were gonna make history together, man. I'm doing all this stuff blindly. I'm making music because I enjoy doing it. I spent all my money on this studio equipment. We can record.
Right.
My biggest thing was, boy, I can't wait to put this on a tape or a CD and go listen to it and ride around to it.
Right.
That was like, I was satisfied with that.
That was a highlight.
That was a highlight.
Let's go.
Gucci started coming around, and of course he started, wanting to work with his little nephew first, but then me and him end up just every day, he calling me every day. Zay, I'm on the way over there. Early in the morning, 7 in the morning. And we just making songs all day. Dope. And me, I'm a super fan of Gucci at this. I'm like, dang, he just got something special.
Right.
To everybody else, they don't really hear it as much. Not at this time, But me, I'm like, bro, I'm a fan. And I love the fact that whatever beat I make, whatever I do, he love it. He like it. He think I'm the best thing in the world. So, and it just went from that to, playing songs in the car to going, oh, now he finna perform at the club. You know, then it's like he getting a buzz going. Then the song on the radio.
Yeah.
Then it go to like, oh, bro, I didn't expect us to get here.
Yeah.
But even when we got there, even after So Icy, after, you know, our first big song blow up, Gucci go to jail. He go to jail for a long time. We don't know what's gonna happen or how long he gonna be in jail or what's going on.
Right.
So in my mind, it's like, man, well, that was a great run. We had I enjoyed that. We didn't know that this was finna go on for years and years. Like, we gonna continue to just keep making hits and keep, shaping the sound of rap music. So
facts.
So that's the blessing and all this stuff, brothers. Not knowing it, we just doing it because we love to do it.
Facts, nah, that's dope. That's dope. I want to shed some light on an individual that you kind of brought to the game. That, you know what I'm saying, we all knew him because we from Atlanta, but I want to spread some light on Bankroll Fresh.
Sure.
Can we talk about Bankroll Fresh? Like, he was close to you and stuff like that. How did you know that he had the gift too as well? Because he was rapping on your beats first. I think his first song, Yes Sir, was on your beat.
That's what made me fall in love with Bankroll. I never met him before, never seen him before in my life. Buddy of mine named Wallow brought him over, and Wallow, I was like, this little young dude, he rapped on your beat. You gotta hear him, bro. He hard. I heard the song. They came over. He played me the song. After that song, I remember Fresh being at my house and with me every day.
Damn.
It was just coming up doing music when you find something that you like or you attached to. Now I'm like, bro, come over to the house. Or he calling me. I'm finna come over there. And Fresh was like a brother, like a real brother. He'll sit down and eat dinner with my family type stuff. If I'm driving to Columbus to go see my grandma, Fresh gonna ride in the car with me. It's like, that's how it was with me and Fresh.
That's dope. That's dope.
So
damn. So R.I.P. to Fresh. He was a good dude.
Man, good dude and had the gift. Like, I knew instantly. I'm like, oh no, he the truth.
Yeah.
It didn't take but one song.
Facts. I remember I was working at Zaxby's, bro, and that song, Yes Sir. I just, cause they had a little group at the time. It was him, Young Book or whatever. They was kicking it and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was working at Zaxby's. I was at the drive-thru. He pulled up. I'm like, bro, Fresh. He's like, I was like, bro, I seen you on MySpace, bro. You got the song, Yes Sir. This dude jumps out of his car, came in, wrote his number on the napkin. He said, call me, little bro, call me.
Yep.
Bro, ever since then, we was just locked in. We was chopping it up. Come to grandma's house. I pull up to his grandma's house. We'll go kick it and stuff like that. So I feel like, man, bro, it really like hurt Atlanta, like losing him too as well. But I'm glad that we got a chance to experience his energy because he didn't have energy like no other. Nah. He was one of a kind, bro. One of a kind, bro. Yeah. But yeah, so shout out, shout out Bankroll Fresh.
Shout out Bankroll
Facts.
Fresh.
Facts.
That's my guy.
Facts. Man, let's shift gears a little bit. You worked with Jay-Z, Kanye West, Usher, and Drake too as well. You've been you've been in like those rooms with mostly all of the producers that everybody dreams of. Out of all of those moments, which one like sat with you that you can't skip past? You just like, that was an experience that like I'm always gonna remember.
I'm gonna be honest with you. None of those moments compare to, let's say, like I say, hearing Make the Trap Say A on the radio, or So Icy blowing up, or Versace becoming the biggest song.
Wow.
None of those moments with all these guys mean as much as that, because the guys I'm talking about, these guys had nothing. They ain't got nowhere to go. They ain't got no money. They just trying to be in the studio. I seen them go from nothing to like, but they the biggest in the world right now. Damn. So don't nothing really compare to that. The people when I work with, that's no disrespect to whoever else that's big that I work with, whether it's Drake or whoever, they already mega stars. So whether I did the beat or not, that stuff gonna go anyway. That's gonna, that stuff gonna blow up anyway.
Right.
When you see somebody like Migos, I remember taking them with me to like Club Mansion and just them hanging around me and just happy to be around me. To see them go to like, bro, they out of here.
That's crazy.
Those are the moments that mean more to me than all the other stuff.
Facts. Did you see it in Migos when you first met them? Did you see it like, or you had to like be there like to see them cook up? Like, but did you see it?
Man, I was a fan of them before I even met them.
Let's go.
And most of these people that like a OJ or like a Gucci or a Dolph, these type of people that I work with from at ground zero, I don't care if they blew up or not. To me, in my eyes, bro, ain't nobody harder than them right now. You know, like nobody got my attention like they got it. It's just, you know, just amazing to see the world end up seeing the same thing. Yeah. But I didn't work with them like, oh, I know they finna blow up or this and that. I work with them because I like their music so much. I spend all my time and talent to work with them.
Bruh, like hearing you say that, right?
That's
because
straight up.
that, like hearing you say that, that shows humility. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shows that, like, bro, like you can be here and still say, you know what, bro, I'm gonna give y'all an opportunity. A lot of people not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so again, Zay, it's an honor to even talk to you, bro. To hear these stories, it just makes me look at you even like, Zaytoven. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's dope, bro. Like, real talk. Like, cause a lot of times people will wish they can work with certain producers that they love and stuff like that, but they just don't know how they can get in those rooms. But for you to reach back and say, hey, I'm gonna give y'all an opportunity, that's crazy, bro.
Well, let me say this. It can be looked at as I am giving these guys an opportunity. But if it wasn't for these guys, I wouldn't have been around as long as I done been around. So I always look at it like I'm giving them opportunity, but they giving me an opportunity. You know, these young people sometimes, bro, when they young, they don't have to work with you. They don't got to like your music, or they can be like, well, nah, bro, we got our own thing going on.
Facts.
So I take that in consideration. And it was so crazy, I even do that with my own son. Like I look at my son.
Yeah, he raps too.
Bro, he got the same thing. I see the same thing that I saw in them. And it's so crazy, bro. Big as I am and him on the come up.
Facts.
I still be grateful, like, oh, he used my beat. He rapped on my beats.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's
he got
dope.
so many other
That's
beats
dope.
he can go try to go rap on some new, but he rapping on my beat. Oh, I'm glad he rapped on that.
Facts. Nah.
So, you know, and those are the people that keep me around where it makes Zaytoven beat look so much bigger, but it's like, man, these guys is one really keeping me relevant. So.
Facts. My nephew makes music and he did a song with your son, 1300 Saint. He came to your house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's my nephew.
That's what's up.
And it's crazy to even see that. Like, it's like my nephew, he played me the song. I'm like, bro, you said Zaytoven house? Like, he's like, yeah, I went to Zaytoven house and did something with his son. I was like, that's dope, bro. Full circle moment. It's crazy. It's crazy. Do you feel like this is officially like cementing your legacy with doing this this big hurrah at the end of the year with the concert and stuff like that? Would this be like the cementing part of your legacy and stuff like that too as well? Like being honored in that way with the orchestra and stuff like that? Or what would cement your legacy, you feel like? Let's put it like that.
It's already cemented to me. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
facts.
man, I done surpassed so much of what I thought, you know, I was gonna do in music. All this stuff is just icing on the cake, man. This is the extras. Like, this is me enjoying it, having fun with it. Like I'm gonna bring my son out at the show.
Dope.
Like, those are like just moments, like, you know what I mean?
Dope.
So far as like, you know, my career and what I done, I feel like I done.
Yeah, you a legend, bro.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
We done
facts.
everything, you know.
Facts,
so
facts.
it's time to just enjoy it. You know, I think really enjoying it.
Facts. How do you continue to like add more like goals to your life when you have reached such a like defining point in your life? Like, how do you dream even bigger or like want more when you have already like, you know, did a lot of things on your bucket list?
Well, it's like that's where the family comes into play.
Okay.
You know, far as me, I done, you know, everything more than what I wanted to do.
Facts.
And God keeps sending new things for me to do and taking me to different levels. But just to watch my kids, and it's something simple as making the varsity volleyball team for my daughter. Like, those are new heights and new dreams for me. Like, those are new things that, you know, experiences that I really enjoy. So, and I don't think it get no better than that, man. Like, in another year, me and my wife will be probably doing we'll do our 20-year anniversary.
Y'all been married for 20 years?
It'll be 18 years, right? But you know what I mean? But we going to do, like, you know, every 10 years we going to do something big.
That's hard.
You know,
That's
vow
hard.
renewal or something like that.
Yeah.
Those are like the new goals and
That's
dreams,
dope.
you know?
That's dope. How many kids you have?
Just two.
Just two. Okay.
Yeah, my son and my daughter.
Okay. Did he so how was that? Did he come to you and say like, yo, Pops, I want to rap? Or like how was that conversation?
Man, he was I had him rapping and stuff ever since he was a little bitty boy. He was doing all the talent shows and this and that.
Okay.
Not that he just wanted to be no rapper. He just was doing this stuff because like get in the studio, we having fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
Then he became a basketball star. He, you know,
Let's go.
like a real boy. He in the school, so he into his friends and in basketball. Music is something he just started kind of oh, I'm gonna mess with it now. I'm gonna play with it a little
Yeah.
bit. I'm not that serious until, you know, he had a song blow up on TikTok, and then everybody calling me about trying to sign him. And I was like, man, this junk is crazy.
They calling you about signing your son. That is
They didn't
crazy.
even know he was my son. People calling me like, can you get in touch with this kid out of Atlanta? And they'll send me like the Instagram. I'm like, bro, that's my son. Like, what you like?
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Damn.
Because my son he wasn't using like my daddy Zaytoven. I'm, you know, he not doing that. He just doing his
That's
own
real.
thing.
That's real. That's real.
So it's like, that's a full circle moment for me to go into 300 and watch him sign a record deal and all that. It's like that junk is just
damn. So, damn. That is, yeah. I can see how that just make you super happy,
so
bro.
the moments like me doing the more stuff I do, that stuff is just, you know, that's cool and
Facts.
enjoyable, icing on the cake.
Facts. Yeah. Man, so let's talk about AI, right? Because now, like, the way the music industry is going, like, they're even signing AI artists and stuff like that. Yeah, would you ever, like, if a label came to you and say, hey, I got an AI artist or whatever, we want you to make a beat around that, would you work with that? Or are you against that, like the new technology? Or where's Zaytoven's mind on AI right now?
Man, if they got an AI artist and they want me to work with it and make some beats, if there's some money involved, yeah, we gonna do. If there's opportunity, like, I'm not, you know, I'm one of those guys, like, I try to evolve with the time as well.
Right.
I think that's kind of how I've been around for so long. Like, if you know how this stuff is now. You can hate it and say I ain't gonna do this and that and be just
Facts.
You just ain't in the game no more.
Facts.
You know?
Man, we gonna segue, man, to Vibin With Veto rapid fire questions. I'm gonna ask you some questions. Whatever comes off the top of your head, let's get it. So a hit that you made that you didn't think was gonna blow up.
Versace.
Damn, really?
Yeah, for sure.
Damn. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Biggest regret in your career.
No regrets. Like,
Let's go.
No
I love that. Your first big check. What did you buy? What did Zaytoven buy with his first big check?
Studio equipment.
Let's go. Reinvest. All right. An artist that surprised you the most in the studio.
Future.
Damn, really? Damn, that's lit. The wildest thing you've seen an artist do in a studio session.
Let a monkey just climb around the studio the whole session.
What the fuck? Damn. Okay. One song you produced that almost went to another rapper.
Well, how you gonna ask me these and talk about the rapid fire? I gotta think about that.
Yeah. I'm just throwing them out. This is Zay. Hey, I gotta take heat in the moment, bro. I'm with Zay, bro.
Bro, that's a tough one. Cause it meant so many songs I can't even think.
Whichever one come to your brain.
I almost went to another rapper. That's tough.
That one is tough. We're gonna go to the next one. Let's get it.
That's tough.
What's Gucci Mane's funniest studio habit?
Just joking.
Yeah, he seemed like he be joking.
That's all he want to do is joke and laugh.
Yeah. Who's harder to work with, rappers or labels?
Labels.
Okay. What's one beat that you made that almost got trashed but turned into a classic? I think I know one, but go ahead.
Shop Boys Up Through There.
Yep, they told me that when I interviewed him. Yeah, they say Meanie said he came and took it out the trash on a computer.
Yeah, you know how you be making beats like, man, this junk ain't really that hard.
Yeah. Facts. The most stressful studio session you have ever had.
Stressful. I ain't had no stress.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's go. Who's the most underrated Atlanta artist that you have worked with that you would say?
Young LA.
And that segue to my next question. So now we can go. That was Vibin With Veto rapid question. We'll get back to that. But Young LA, he's a good friend of mine too as well. How did you meet Young LA and like what was that? Because I think the first time I heard him on your beat was I Got It, I think. That was one of the first songs I heard personally.
Yeah. I used to be his hype man when he used to go perform the song I Got It.
You used to hype man Young LA?
Man, that was like my artist.
Let's go.
He was a young guy. Like, we used to go to the Libra, like when Gucci would go to the Libra and perform his songs, like me and Gucci becoming like legends right here in the Libra. So people looking at me like, I'm the man. I'm making Gucci beats.
Yeah.
I remember young LA just begging me, like, bro, please stay. I'm finna perform. I got like 2 more people before me. I ended up watching him perform. He ended up coming over to the house after that, and we just started making music.
Damn.
And it just turned into a long relationship, bro, because I just thought, I was like, bro, this dude's so hard to me.
LA is hard.
He wasn't writing nothing. He just go in the booth, and I was like, so it just turned all these guys like him, Fresh, people that we talking about our relationship started in an instant. I met them. I liked them. They came to the house. Every day after that, they at the house. It's just that simple.
Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. So he had I Got It. First I Fall Back, then I Lean Down, you made. I'm trying to think. It was a couple of them. It was like back-to-back hits.
I did he did a Crush the Block.
Crush the Block, yeah.
Mixtape, so
yeah. That's dope. That's dope. So when you heard him the first time, you instantly probably knew that he was gonna go in a sense, or did you have to start working with him too? Because I'm gonna ask these because I really want to know.
I never At this time, you gotta think I'm young in my career. I don't know if I'm going. I don't know what we just doing stuff, man. I'm just having fun.
You Zay,
enjoy making the music. Like we just having a ball with this.
Yeah.
Like our highlight is now, they played our song at the Libra, or he performed the song at the Libra. To me, I didn't see past that.
Facts.
I didn't bank on this as in, okay, when these songs gonna blow up, then I'm gonna be able to do this. And I never looked at it like that.
Facts.
I just enjoyed doing it.
Facts. Did you ever think about, like, because you had everybody come to your house, like, did you ever think about, like, shit, I'm basically a label myself. I got all the talent right here. Did you ever think about saying, hey, I wanna put on my CEO hat and like push all of these folks to the world, although you were already doing that with the beats? But did you ever think about that too?
Never thought about that because it adds so much more pressure, so much more responsibility, which the only responsibility I wanted was you come over, we record some music, I do some beats, and hopefully you go get signed somewhere, hopefully you go get a deal somewhere, and I'm still gonna make your music for you, but me being responsible for your career, I didn't want that.
Right.
I don't know what I'm doing. I ain't got no extra money to be giving nobody. You know how when you start being a label, now it's like you got to take care of everything, you got to be responsible. I didn't want that. You know, I just enjoy working with everybody.
Nah, that's dope. Yeah. Nah, that's dope, man. Cause again, bro, like having Tracy T there and just, bro, Tracy T
when he was 16,
that nigga's hard, bro.
Super hard.
Tracy T is, I got to give him his flowers while you here too, cause I feel like, bro, he needs to get those flowers, bro. Tracy T been hard since what was that? Swagger, right? Check. Like, Swagger, bro, like. Come on, bro.
He was harder before. He was harder than that before that.
But it's just like even that though, like that was one of them songs like in the futuristic era where I was like, bro, like this nigga was actually rapping though too. Like Tracy always had a different type of flow.
Tracy just been a star. Talking about, bro, when I first met Tracy and he was coming to the studio, it was almost like he wasn't, I don't want to say shy, but the way he rapped, he was just reserved. He didn't really do too much. And I was just like, bro, just a star. He's just a star, period. You know what I mean? He just had that star thing about him. And then when you listen to him rap now, it's like, bro, he out rapping anybody you can think of.
That's what I'm saying. Like Tracy T can really rap, bro. That's one person I want to interview too. Right, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to give him his flowers while you here. If you can pick one record in the Zaytoven catalog that best tells the Zaytoven story, what would it be?
Song?
It could be a song out your catalog. It could be one song out your catalog that tells Zaytoven's story, like based off of the artist.
I would have to say a project because
we can do that
artists,
too.
You know, I done projects with these artists, so I would say Beast Mode tells kind of like the Zaytoven story in a way. Beast Mode, wow. It's just that body of work to me. To me, Beast Mode 1 and 2 equally, they the same to me.
Facts.
It's just the body of work, the style of music, the impact. It's like I think that tells the story. It's like it's something set apart.
Facts.
If you get what I'm saying.
Facts.
Like if you listen to that, there's nothing else, no other to me project that sounds like that.
Yeah, that I will go with that. I will go with that.
It's like a piece of art almost. Like,
facts.
You know what I mean? So
facts.
I feel like if I want to describe, Zay, what was if you had to give us one album to listen to represent you, it'll probably be Beast Mode 1 or 2. You know what I mean?
Damn. You shot me with that one.
No, I don't know how that shocked you because that's, to me, Beast Mode is the reason why they put Zaytoven in the top 50 producers of the 20th century. It's because of that project.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Damn.
Not because how many number ones I got, not because how many hits I got, how many songs I got on the radio. It's the sound of that. It's like, okay, that changed like the perception of, because everybody know me for making Gucci trap music. I'm making hard trap music. When you hear this Beast Mode type music, you like, well, wait a minute. Now it went to a different level. So that would, if you know,
I'm with you now. I'm with you.
That's what go. If I didn't have that piece of work, I wouldn't be the Zaytoven that's looked at as one of the top producers.
Wow.
Straight up.
Nah, that's dope. That's dope. Let's talk about like the creative process, right? So like when you do bodies of work with artists, how long does it take? Because you make beats in 10 minutes. Like, are they like fast like how Gucci is too as well, or like?
Man, me and Usher did that A project, and this is Usher. Usher, you know, a major big superstar.
Facts.
We did that project. It was just something he wanted to drop for his birthday. We did that in like a week, like no time. Usher working like that. That's hard. That's hard. When the vibes is right and the music is coming out, it's like it's like we're not overthinking it. Let's go record it. Let's make some just feel good music while we feeling like this in this moment.
Facts. Was that another project that you kind of like? That's a classic.
One of my favorite. It's like one of my favorite projects, bro.
Yeah.
I'm a project type of guy. I like to listen to a cohesive body of work. Music, if I want to listen to a project, I like to listen to where only one producer or one or two producers did this whole thing. Not every song different producers done. So, because then it starts sounding like it's all over the place. A song over here, a song sound like this over here. Then a pop song come in. I just like hearing a body of work, because when I listen to music is when I'm riding in the car, when I'm getting dressed or something like that.
Facts.
So if I'm in a certain type of mode, that's the type of music I want to hear.
That's dope. That's dope.
You know what I mean?
Nah, for sure. Let me ask you this, and this is crazy. Who fumbled one of your beats that later became a hit for somebody else?
I wouldn't say fumble, because like the song that I did for Usher is called Papers, right? That's when my song went #1, and it's like, this is my first time working with Usher. But Gorilla Zoe did the song before that on the same beat, and it's called So Sick. And that's like a hood classic. Like, so he didn't fumble.
Yeah.
Like, he did what's supposed to be done with it.
Yeah, facts.
It's just a year or two later, Usher people like, hey, we need this beat, because this going to be, you know,
okay.
Usher single.
Okay.
And it's like,
yeah.
That same thing happened with Versace. Like, Soulja Boy used it. He did a song called Oh My God Part 2. I'm talking about 2-3 years before Versace came out. The same exact beat.
Damn.
He didn't fumble it. It was at the top box of World Star. I remember, like, he got all the views. He did what he was supposed to do with it. You know?
Yeah.
But then come back. Now Versace is the same exact beat, but now it's the biggest song out.
Facts. How does that work when it comes down to beats? Because like, if someone has the beat 3 years prior, is it a lease that they do, or is it like, or are you just like, hey, you can just rap on my shit? I ain't tripping.
That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm like, Soulja Boy, take whatever beats you want, rap on whatever beats you want. I'm hoping we get some,
get
a
something
smash
going
out of this or whatever.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
But if we don't, it's still cool. The beats is still open. Like somebody's, you know, like somebody can come back later on. Like, bro, they just made Drake on that song, Drake on that beat now. You know?
Damn.
So most of the time when I'm working with artists, especially artists that I really like and work with, man, I'm just sending you beats. Rap on whatever you want to rap on.
That's hard.
Just use it.
Yeah, that's dope. Did you always had that like motto, like that you just threw out the beats? Because I feel like people like certain producers wouldn't do that, and I feel like that's genius to like send out whatever and say, hey, rap what you gonna, rap on whatever, because you don't know what's gonna be a hit.
We don't know, and I'm still a lot of times I still do that to this day. To most artists, it's like, man, here go all the beats. Find which ones you like and rap on them.
That's real.
Put it out, like do something with them. Like, one thing I do is I make beats every day. It ain't doing no good just sitting in the computer.
Facts. Still to this day, Zaytoven makes beats every day.
Every day, for sure.
Bro, do you understand, like people that's watching this is a work ethic. This is somebody that is like super successful. and still puts time into the craft, bro.
For sure. And I'm trying to learn new. I'm trying to learn all the new stuff, add new sounds to my flavor. And I still gotta please the younger generation.
Facts.
These young people is like, okay, you still gotta please them.
Facts.
All the way down to my son. I gotta make beats that he gonna wanna rap on.
Facts.
So I gotta get in the kitchen.
It's
like I'm a routine type of person. So it's just in me to get up, go to the gym, or take my kids to school, or from there go to the gym, come home, make some beats. Then whatever else happens the rest of the day, we'll do that.
Yeah, I was going.
Those things
that gotta happen first.
Every day.
Like, it gotta be in line like that. Nah, that's dope. Yeah. They said everybody that's great puts in 10,000 hours. How many hours has Zaytoven clocked?
10 million probably. You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts. Nah, that's
but it's like I say, it's just that's my nature, bro. That's what I love to do. I'm conditioned to do that.
Damn. If you could tell your younger self anything, what would it be and why? The younger Zaytoven, what would you tell him?
Man, like I was saying, I don't have no regrets. I wouldn't change nothing. I wouldn't do nothing different. To be honest, there's no stumbles that I had along. Like, man, I wish I would have did this. I would have told the younger Zaytoven not to do this and that. Everything has. And I give all the credit to just God putting things just in place for me and making it not easy, but, just being favored to the point where things work out, in my favor. So there's no hiccups, none of that stuff, man, that I would change or tell my younger self, man, you shouldn't have done that, or I wouldn't have done that. I don't have that really.
Nah, that's dope. That's dope, man. Zay, thank you for coming, bro.
Come on, brother.
Nah, this is an honor, bro. Real talk to have you, bro. Before we get up out of here, man, I have a slogan that I always say: purpose over popularity. When I say that slogan to you, how can you mirror that around your whole life path?
I think that's my whole life, period, bro. What you just said. Purpose over popularity. I'm a guy, never wanted to be popular, never wanted to be, in the light that I'm in now. But always chasing my purpose, man, and always trying to be somebody of good character, an example for somebody else. And I feel like that's my purpose in life, and that's why God then elevated me to be popular. So, I can, show my purpose.
Damn. Bro, this was a bucket list interview, bro. Yeah, bro. Like, I had someone else on here. No, I was on another podcast the other day. And I said a list of people that I wanted to interview. And you know how you say that's your favorite, bro? Yeah. I talked to Tamiko that same day. She just hit my DM. I had hollered at her like last year about that. Hit the DM, was like, hey, you still want to do that interview with Zay? I said yes. Before she came in, yes. You know what I'm saying? And it happened, you know what I'm saying? So again, it's an honor to have you, bro. Real talk.
Thank you, bro.
They already know who you are, but tell the people where they can find you, bro.
Zaytoven Beats everything. If you're looking for me on socials, it's Zaytoven Beats. That's ZAYTOVENBEATZ. That's on TikTok. Wait a minute, no, hold on. TikTok, I had just changed my name.
Let's go.
It's Zaytoven FT on TikTok.
Let's go.
But Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everything else is Zaytoven Beats.
That's hard, man. Hey, man, it's been another episode of Vibin With Veto. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment on the YouTube. This is crazy. I had Zaytoven here. It's crazy. You already know the slogan. We vibrate higher. Check us out each and every Monday on the Big Fast Network. Shout out to the team. We gone.